perfect. Yeah, listen. Yeah, I'll get started soon. But yeah, basically, like, I have videos and pictures and like links. So what I'll do is I'll post it in the evidence channel. If you guys see below TT here, like there's a event evidence channel. I'll put it in there so you guys can get like a closer look in case my stream is blurry or like the image isn't clear. But yeah. Okay. All right, we get started really soon. Someone is recording started. All right, he said recording. Perfect. All right, cool. Okay, we can get started. So, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Domknit. I'm the leader of Title and also Surf Alliance in game. Previously, I have done similar presentations like this. If you're new, it's basically like where we discuss RMTers and Albion that are RMTing a large scale through their guilds and through their alliances. Previously, like I did presentation on Dirty and Mojo. A few weeks later, they got officially banned. I did presentation in May/June on Wimple Snatch and the DC leadership. Like literally a few days later, he got permanently banned on like all accounts and he quit the game. So like clearly like the evidence is pretty strong enough that SBI actually takes action, which is good. And hopefully with this presentation as well, I hope some actions get taken as well. So basically, we today's presentation is on a very special Hall of Famer. For those of you who know him, his name is MagicMark. He's one of the greatest free-to-play players in Albion Online. Basically, I got like enormous evidence from my good friend Syndic, who actually was his previous ally. And basically, Syndic and MagicMark used to be allies for like a decent amount of time. I would say like a few seasons for now. By now, like I think they start working together at like season 14, 15, something like that. And so MagicMark got very close to Syndic, and like he's shared a lot of secrets about his RMT without Syndic even asking. And a lot of those things have come to light with actual video proof of those of him saying that he RMTs. So yeah, let's get right into it. So basically, like right here, this is basically a doc. I'll link the doc at the end. But right now it's just shared only to myself. So I'll go through it, and then after the end of the presentation, I'll link it so you guys can take a look at it as well. So basically, yeah, like I mentioned, he's notoriously known in the Albion community, and he basically is known as someone who pays to win the game. He swipes enormous amounts of real life money to pay for mercs, collars, and zones, and like that's basically what he's known for. If you're new to the game, you probably haven't heard of him, but he's the leader of a guild called Black Order. And for a long time, it was also rumored that he paid like real life salaries with real life money to shock call for his guild, aka AfriaNow and Big Banana, who is now actually banned for RMT. And he also he was rumored to use guild crafting houses to fund a large RMT scheme. And recently, these rumors are no longer just rumors because like we actually got evidence with both screenshots, videos with MagicMark himself admitting to these rumors. And basically, like SBI, like given this evidence that I'm about to show, like SBI needs to punish these known RMTers such as MagicMark, because it really like sets the precedent that like whoever has the most real life money can control politics and guild ranking in a video game by like buying silver illegally with real life money. And like in fact, he actually also got in trouble. Like I'll show you in the screenshots below. He actually already got in trouble. Like he got warned in the past by SBI after being caught for RMTing. They basically gave him a slap on the wrist, but like, you know, like if that was just a normal player, they would get banned immediately, right? Like it's weird how like SBI treats guild leaders and alliance leaders different from a normal player RMTing. So that's something SBI needs to recognize and solve. And so yeah, these are the three main points I'm gonna go through. So he does still RMT under SBI's noses through these three main methods. First, he illegally buys silver in bulk from third-party sellers and uses these funds for boosting his guilds, season rank through GG teams and mercs. And he also pays real life money and the enormous amounts of legally obtained silver from point one, which is later converted to real life money illegally. So he basically pays this illegally obtained silver that he buys and gives it to merc players such as AfriaNow and Big Banana, who then convert the silver to real life money. And he does this because they shot call for his guild Black Order. And the third main point I'm going to be covering is MagicMark not only put an arm tier by the name of Vento94 in charge of his guild's crafting hideouts, where Vento94 would get a cut of the silver profits to sell for real life money. So basically, what I'm calling for SBI to do is to permanently ban MagicMark, because he follows same like path that many RMTs that we've witnessed in the past have. Like, they use their power to basically get away with RMT, but that shouldn't be the case. Like, average players and people who are leaders of a guild should be held accountable the same way, regardless of their status in the game. And yeah, so that's basically what I'm saying here. And yeah, so SBI needs to investigate the silver transactions done by Vento94, AfriaNow, MagicMark, Coda, and other people involved in Black Horse Crafting Hideouts operation, and take action. So I should go through all the evidence. So basically, I'm going to show you a video with all these messages and all this proof, mainly in the DMs with Syndic. So let's go through that real quick. So this video right here, can you guys see it properly? Is it blurry? Sorry, let me check Discord. Let me make sure everything is good. Okay, perfect. Can you see this properly?
Yeah, sure.
Or is it blurry?
I mean, it's a bit blurry, yeah. If you could just
okay.
open the channel there as well.
Yeah. I'll send it right after. Okay. So basically, this video is it's on Streamable. I upload Streamable, but it's basically MagicMark's direct messages on Discord. Okay, with Syndic. So these are all the messages. And Syndic took a video, and just like always, like, you get the Discord ID, so you know that this is the real MagicMark, and you can see his Discord member since February 19, 2016. So this isn't an alt or fake Discord account made. And you can see the mutual servers that Syndic's about to click on. You can see the mutual service he has with Syndic. You see the mutual friends. So this isn't a fake Discord account. This is a Discord account linked to his Albion, the account he uses to play Albion. So here, Syndic is searching silver, and he goes to the messages. And the screenshots I pull are from this video. So you'll see Syndic go through various keywords and to basically show what MagicMark's talking about. And I take screenshots from this video here. So this is a 3-minute long video. Just for the sake of time, I'm gonna just skip through it, but I'll add this link in the doc. So once I link the doc, you guys can go through it as well. But what I'll do is I'm going to go through the screenshots from this video one by one to basically pick apart the 3 points I mentioned and how everything relates together. So let's go down, okay? So there's 2 versions of this video. What I mean by that is I think Syndic recorded it twice. He actually showed some different stuff in both times. There is some overlap as well, but there's just 2 versions. So they're a little bit different videos. So you guys can take a look at that once I link the doc. So the first screenshot I want to look at from this video, I'm going to put the link in the chat, just so you guys can see a little better. So let's go to evidence, event evidence. So I'm going to put a screenshot on there. Feel free to take a look if it's blurry on my screen, but let's go through it. So the first set of points I'm going to go through is for the MagicMark admitting to RMT. So this is just him talking about himself RMTing. Okay. So in the screenshot dated September 25th, 2022, which is very recent, he's basically talking to about King Mojo trying to get King Mojo unbanned, and like how like no USD can get him unbanned. He was trying to like basically like pay off SBI to get King Mojo unbanned, but then he realized, yeah, it's not possible, no USD. Okay, and then Syndig's like, I don't need King Mojo's help. I just like the dude. He came through when he could avoid the hard fight, respectable. And then MagicMark is randomly saying here, what I got to do. I RMT before and I admit to SBI. And Syndig's confused because he's saying, what? A few months ago, they said I was okay and not to do it again, but I never told anyone, so don't mention it. But I think they won't let me anywhere near NDA / like roundtable. So NDA, it's like it's like a kind of like a forum thing where you get access to like upcoming updates in Albion, and you basically I guess you have to like fill out like a non-disclosure agreement if I remember correctly, and then you get put on there. But I guess they like blacklisted him from that as well as roundtable, and I'll show you the fact that he got blacklisted from roundtable right after this. So yeah, so here he clearly, like you see, he says I RMT before and I admit to SBI, but for some reason SBI only warned him. Okay, so they gave him a warning already. Okay, so like usually people don't even get warnings, they just get banned. But for big leaders, I guess they give warnings. So if he already got a warning and he's still doing the RMT, clearly just like King Mojo and BA leadership, he needs to get banned. So we're gonna go through that as well. So that's one screenshot, okay? the next thing before I show the roundtable shit, I'll go through some more screenshots here. So this is the next screenshot I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna put in event evidence. Take a look at it. Sorry, let me put the link. Oh, the link is there. Okay, yeah, I guess I just upload directly there. Okay, so basically, yeah, let's open this link right here. Okay, so in January earlier this year, for those who don't know, like Surf and Blackwater were fighting over Fissure. Like Fissure, we ended up breaking the Fissure hideout. It was a whole big thing. Basically around that time, MagicMark was like trying to get Syndic to work with them, and he's saying, so payment, and we keep 2 guilds out of Domknit's hands in exchange for a hideout and snag. Syndic says, money is irrelevant to me, nice to have, but fundamentally irrelevant. And then MagicMark says, this is the key spot. Good, because I'm not as rich as people think. I buy everything with USD, US dollars, United States dollars. So don't tax me, please. I don't need your money. I do, however, want Elevate to die. So that's basically what happens here. Clearly, again, blatantly just says, I buy everything with USD. Like mercs, in-game items, in-game silver, everything with USD. Okay? So he's basically just... So the fact that he goes around saying that he's rich as hell, he admits here that he sounds rich. He just buys everything with USD illegally. Okay, so that's one screenshot. Okay, let's go through that next one. So the next one, I'm gonna put in event evidence. I linked it in there. And then perfect. So let's go into this link right here. Okay, so this is around the same time as the previous screenshot, January 18, 2022. And basically, they're just talking about, I'm guessing they're talking about war stuff here. And then MagicMark says in this message right here, I just put in an order for 12.5 billion silver RMT, so I can hire 20 versus 20 and 5v5 teams. I am getting Crystal this season. Just ordered 100k points from BYOT 20v20 team for 2 billion. That's the other thing. I'll be able to HQ, maybe SM HQ. So basically just talks about like HQ stuff. But to get that HQ, he is using money that he bought illegally, right? 12.5 billion silver RMT to get the desired in-game ranking, in-game season ranking. Like that is completely unfair to guilds who put in the time and effort to actually get those rankings, right? Like you're basically playing the game to pay to win, but on top of that, you're paying illegally. You're buying silver illegally to fund all your, your guild stuff and mercs. Okay, so this is a very key screenshot here. This is also included in the video of the DM, so you could know that's verified, that's real. So let's go back to what I was saying earlier. So you know how like MagicMark said that he wasn't able to actually get on the like NDA and like roundtable because I guess he got warned recently that like he got exposed for being like RMTing, and then I guess he got warned, and I guess he got kind of like quote unquote blacklisted from the roundtable and NDA. So something I noticed that was very interesting. So for those who don't know what the roundtable is, it's basically a group of leaders who hit gold and also other key players in the game that kind of like contribute to like the game mechanics and what changes are implemented in the future. So basically, if your guild hits gold, your guild and your leader gets to be on the roundtable. Okay. So one thing I noticed in season 16, Black Order hit 95k points and they got gold, right? So realistically, they should be on the roundtable. Okay. So just to verify that he was on the roundtable / NDA, just like he mentioned earlier, a good friend of mine sent me a video of the current roundtable member list. Okay, so let's take a look at this. So you would expect all the it's a little bit blurry, but I'll send the video after. But here it basically says you need to be in a guild that reached Crystal or Gold ranking in the latest guild season. And basically here it's all these guilds, right? Season 16, yada yada, all these Crystal guilds and all the Gold guilds. And if you scroll down, there's no Black Order. And on the top right, you can see that we searched MagicMark. There's no Black Order on this roundtable. So what probably ended up happening is he got removed from the roundtable because of his RMT thing that SBI found out. So when they warned him, I guess they also removed him from the roundtable. Okay, but they did this very quietly. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't want to make a big deal of it. Like I didn't know about this until very recently. So they kind of hid it under wraps. But how is that fair for like when an average player would get banned immediately, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's completely unfair for SBI to like give people with status and treat them differently. So yeah, like they just removed him from roundtable, but they still let him play the game and they still let him buy mercs with real life silver. Yeah. So the next stage, let's scroll back up. So basically, I covered a lot of this stuff right here in the first point. Him buying silver legally and using them to boost the skill season rank through GVG teams and mercs, right? And then the next part that I'm going to cover is him paying real life money and enormous amounts of the legally obtained silver to merc players such as AfriaNow, Big Banana, etc. to shot call for his guild. Okay, let's go through that. So let's scroll down here. So this is the next screenshot. I'm going to go ahead and post it down in the event evidence. So let's go through here. So I'm going to open this up here. Let's take a look at it. So it's a little bit blurry, but hopefully you guys can look at the one I put in event evidence. That should be a little better. Okay. So basically on, again, this is very recent, September 29th, 2022. Okay. This is this season after the whole, him getting blacklisted in season 16. So he's still doing stuff illegally after SBI warned him. Okay. So here he says, basically Syndic and MagicMark are talking about AfriaNow. And basically he's asking where he paying some silver, and the Cynic says no, I didn't, like, he didn't pay AfriaNow anything, like, and the MagicMark said that he's not going to leave Black Order because he's paying him life-changing silver. Okay, and then down here he says maybe I can hopefully get 6 more months, a year at best. If I get a year out of him, I'm happy. But he has a job. He has a MagicMark saying AfriaNow has a job here as long as he likes it. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, he's paying him silver, which is then getting converted to like money, Brazilian currency, right? Because Africa is from Brazil, and Africa is using that as a real life salary, and that's what MagicMark wants. That's why he says he has a job. He's not talking about an in-game job. He's talking about a real life job. Okay, so that's the key, like 2 key things to notice here. In the screenshot here. And again, this is also in the video, so this isn't made up. It's part of the DMs. Okay, let's go to the next image here. Then I'll put this in the link. Let's take a look at what people are saying. I'm looking at the TT chamber. Give me a second. Okay, perfect. All right, let's go. Let's continue. Okay. October 21st, 2022. So less than a month ago. Okay. So remember, the screenshot before was September 29th. So this is like less than like basically around a month after that. And basically he's saying here, Syndic, I guess, are talking about war stuff with MagicMark here. And then MagicMark here is saying Africa saying he called 15 or 18, but not both. Never mind. I just doubled Africa's pay. Okay. So whatever he was paying his salary earlier, he doubled it. Okay. So now, you know what I'm saying? Like, Africa's making even more money. So Africa's able to do this because Africa disbanded his own guild, so he can commit more time to being in Black Order and getting paid a salary to play for Black Order. Okay. So that's basically what the screenshot is highlighting here. And he's still, you know, paying him. He's paying silver that's getting converted to Brazilian currency, like real life currency. So it's not like he stopped since September. This is October 21st, 2022. Okay. So let's go to the next point. Okay. So this screenshot right here, well, it's going to talk more about the Africa situation. So let's put this in the event evidence. And let's click on this link. Okay, perfect. It's a little bit blurry again, sorry, but it should be in the event evidence if you can't see. Syndic here, October 20th, boys will be boys, and then so basically they're talking about Africa now. This is in the video, but I took a screenshot out of that conversation. Imagine Mark saying he's young, 21, first time making good money. Okay, so you might be like, Dom, he's just talking about in-game silver, right? Like so far you haven't showed anything. He makes like 4 to 5 times the average salary in Brazil. What does silver have to do with salary? So clearly, he's talking about real life money. He's paying him real life money, 4 to 5 times the average salary in Brazil. Like MagicMark like hired an employee, like a full-time real life employee, to play the game for him. Okay, and then he's using the silver that he illegally obtained and sending it to Africa, right? And if he's referring to that silver as a salary, clearly that silver is then getting converted back to real life money. why would he say 4 to 5 times the average salary if it's just silver? So clearly, he's converting it back. Africa's getting the money, converting it back to real life money. Okay. So yeah, that's basically here. And then so here he's complaining that Africa can't join life if you play 15, 18, 19, 30 castles, and then you have to lead TLH and NA. But now that TLH is gone, Africa can play full time for Black Order, right? So he can make even more money. Okay, beautiful. Let's go to back here. Let's take a look at the next screenshot. All right, I'm gonna put this link down below in the event evidence. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So this is right after this screenshot here. Okay, so this is day after October 21st, 2022. Now that after I kill his guild, he's referring to the last home, which is a guild that did disband, that Africa ended up disbanding, and joining Black Order. So basically saying if you want to keep on long term, you got so basically they're just talking about keeping Africa in Black Order. Okay, like Cynic's like find a way to keep Africa in your guild. And then MagicMark's like, he's pretty okay doing whatever I ask. Like, first I think that's pretty funny, but he's pretty okay doing whatever I ask. Like he has never said no. Okay. And then Cynic's like, yeah, but you know how BRs are very emotional. And then MagicMark said, him and mostly everyone know this is a job and he gets paid. Everyone is on board with it. So it gives us ego distance. Okay. So like clearly like I'm posting so many different screenshots from different time periods of him just admitting again and again that it's a job, it's a real life job. He's getting paid. So yeah, and paid with in-game silver, which is then converted to what? To real life money. So that's why he refers to it as a job. Okay. So that's the covering the key second point here. That he's paying real life money and enormous amounts of illegally obtained silver to mark players such as AfriaNow, Big Banana, who's already banned for RMT. So there's no point in talking about Banana. He's already banned. To shock all for his guild Black Order. Okay. So now let's cover the last and third point. MagicMark knowingly put an RMT Vento 94 in charge of his guild's crafting hideouts, where Vento 94 would get a cut of the silver profits to sell for real life money. For those of you who don't know Vento 94, he was basically the eco guy in the last home. And when last home had all the inner ring crafting hideouts, okay, he was one handling them. As soon as those houses were broken because last home lost the war, Vento 94 and Vento 94 and Africa went to the next guild that had inner ring hideouts, which was Black Order. You know, they have Fissure, Stag, and I think like Thunderrock Jaw or something. Or they did have Thunderrock Jaw. So they had different, 3 different like biomes. So obviously for Vento, he saw opportunity, so he jumped over to Black Order. Okay, so let's go through all the screenshots that have to do with that. Okay, before I do that, let me take a look at the chat. Take a look at the chat. What are you guys talking about? Okay, cool. I'll continue now. Okay. All right, so let's go down here. Okay, so this is in the Black Order. Maybe he might change it after this presentation, but in the Black Order in-game description, he says here, we have 4 crafting hideouts and 3 different quality 6 biomes. Message Vento 94 8962 to get access. Okay, so Vento, as I said earlier, is the one running this whole operation for Black Order. He's the one, I guess, like kind of managing the hideouts. Okay, and yeah, and obviously he's probably getting a cut for doing so. And like what he does with that cut is what I'm about to expose. Okay, so let's go through that one by one. So basically, after so before when last time had the inner ring hideouts in like Dead Pine Forest, Drownfield Sink, Visual Canyon, they had a rent like basically a crafting lines called OOPZ right here. If you see my mouse cursor, and basically what that was is it was their crafting alliance. Okay, they had some crafting hideouts for them, and they basically allowed this alliance to access their crafting hideouts and crafting stations. Okay, and now that those hideouts are gone, they had to disband that Oops alliance. Okay, but what do? They moved on to the next set of inner ring hideouts, which is owned by Black Order. So they made up a new, basically like they just remade this alliance under Black Order called the Black Order Association. Okay, so I blurred out the link here, but basically I don't want people to join this because you're directly supporting RMT by being in this. So I blurred this out, but basically it says here, Black Order Guild just started Crafting Alliance. Like notice how they just started it after Last Home disbanded. Like they didn't have this before. Okay, so that's one key thing to notice. They had these hideouts before, but they only started this Crafting Alliance as soon as Last Home's Alliance and Crafting House fell apart. Okay, and then as soon as those crafting guys from Last Home came into Black Order, they started this up. It's a quote unquote coincidence, right? So basically, they have 3 crafting biomes in Inner Circle: Iceburn Firth, Darkbust Snag, and they used to have Thunderrock Drought. I think it was broken recently. I have to take a look, but I guess there's a war for that. And basically, their log is the same. We usually have those kind of different from the ones we usually used to have on Oops. So this guy clearly is the same guy that used to run it in Oops. Okay, but overall seems like a good system, and they care about their safety from crafters. Okay, so this guy and like the Vento guy, like they basically took what they were doing in Oops with the Z, and they brought it to Black Order because they have the crafting zones. Okay, so that's basically this screenshot here. So let's go to the actual proof. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in the event evidence. So basically, also to prove that real quick, just to prove that this screenshot is real. Okay, I'll go through it first, and then I'll show the video proof that's real. Because in Syndic's original video, he didn't have this one, but he made another video with this part. So let's go through this. Okay. So basically here, MagicMark and Syndic, this is September 25th, so pretty recent. And basically here.
Can you send the links?
Yeah.
Sure is more. Just drop the link in the channel.
It's an event evidence. I'm trying, but it keeps removing the link for some reason. Let me see if I put a dot in front of it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I guess the link stays if you put a dot in front of the message. Okay, can you look at it now? No? Okay. So basically here, MagicMark and Syndic are discussing. We can just go through it. So MagicMark saying people jump ships when times get hard. Syndic's laughing, and then he's saying, "Did he? I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised." He tends to help himself to guild stuff. So basically, like Vento, like they're talking to Vento, and then basically right here Syndic says he tends to help himself to guild stuff, meaning he takes the assets and sells them in previous guilds. So Syndic knows about Vento already, but I guess MagicMark doesn't really MagicMark understands. So to this message right here, this is phrased a little bit weirdly, but this is basically what's being said here. He's saying, "I don't think so." Okay. And then he's saying, "I don't think so" to this part right here. He tends to help himself to guild stuff. And then he says, "I don't think so." Vento RMTs and makes good money and knows Africa IRL. I heard a while ago that Vento is siphoning silver out of TLH. MagicMark says billions for RMT, decent prices. I never bought though. Thank God. That would be silly. Ban waiting to happen. Okay, so this is very, very a key screenshot. Before Vento joined Black Order, right? MagicMark is aware that Vento 94 is siphoning silver out of TLH, and he knows billions for RMT and decent prices. He even knows the prices, so he probably inquired the prices. I never bought though, thank God. So he might have got close to buying, but he never did. Okay, so the key thing here is to notice that MagicMark acknowledges Vento RMTs. Okay, so this I don't think so. This is phrased a little bit weirdly, but he's saying I don't think so to this message. But this Vento RMTs and makes good money is him just saying that. And he says that Vento knows Africa IRL in real life, okay, which I'll also talk about in a bit here. And basically, he even just making it more clear, he says billions for RMT. So it's clear that Vento is like MagicMark knows Vento RMTs, right? So that's what we got from this. And to prove that this isn't fake, there's a video of this is the Discord video that Syndic recorded. He put special request at the bottom before record. And then basically he jumps to the message. And then he clicks on the ID again to verify. Look, MagicMark 3420. That's the real MagicMark. That's not a fake one. And then you can see here, this is not a fake Discord. This is all real. Okay. So all these are under the water. Oh my God. Yeah, can you guys mute the trolls, please? Okay. Anyways, so basically, like here, as you can see, clearly Vento is handling the crafting for Black Order and using the stations as a way to sell silver. And if you guys don't know this, the silver drawn on stations don't keep logs for players. Maybe SBA has some internal tool to track that, but SBA needs to figure that out. He did a similar thing in the last 2 inner-ring crafting hideouts, like I mentioned before, and then MagicMark confirms that he did that, like I just showed you. So why is MagicMark inviting someone that he knows RMTs and makes him in charge of his crafting hideouts, such an important thing in his guild? He's putting an RMT in charge of it. Like, don't you think someone with isn't it like obvious what's going on here? Like, he knows Vento's RMTing, and he's putting Vento in charge of the money-making machine, right? Like, clearly, MagicMark is responsible. It's the same reason why BA leadership, right, got banned, because they were harboring RMTers that were selling guild assets. It's the same thing here. MagicMark is harboring an RMTer that is using the guild assets, which is the hideouts, to RMT. Okay, and Vento 94 is actually in Black Order in the guild, right? So everything adds up. So let's take a look at another screenshot here. Oops, let me link this in event evidence. Okay, before I do, let me take a look at TT. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so let's take a look at this. I posted in the event evidence. Okay. Here basically MagicMark is saying, this is October 20th, so pretty recent. Africa's back, but has been busy this week. TLH is disbanding. So this is around the time TLH is disbanding. Okay. Maybe we need to make a group chat with Africa or something to coordinate the BOZerg with you guys. Why is he disbanding? I'm not sure if it's public yet. And then Cynic says Vento took everything again, and then MagicMark said that's a scuzz lie. Him and Vento are IRL friends. They grew up together IRL. I'll tell you the truth, but keep it between us. Not sure he'll say this publicly. AfriaNow wants to focus on making money, calling more for Black Order, which is getting paid real life money, and a stream. He wants to use that money to see his girlfriend a lot more. She's older than him. So basically just talking about like what Africa wants to do with the money. And basically like he's clearly saying that him and Vento are IRL friends. Okay, they grew up together in real life. So the money that's obviously being taken from Vento, for all we know, Vento could be actually sending the money directly in real life to Africa because they know each other in person. They know each other in real life. They're acquaintances in real life outside this game. So it's very easy for them to pass money back and forth. Okay, so that's the main thing. And like I showed you proof that Vento 94 is directly involved in the RMT scheme. So and one last thing, or a few more things. Basically here, I got this interesting screenshot recently as well. The Coda is another guy that's in charge of that was in charge of Africa's last home economy. He's one of their eco officers. I guess he might be in Black Order now. Basically in a description, I guess it says something about like, give me 200 and then I'll give you 500 Rias. I guess this is like a currency, Brazil currency. And basically what I was told is that he buys the silver for cheap, right? And then he sells it for higher. So he buys it for 500 Rias or whatever, and then he sells it for higher. Okay, so he's making money that way. And I believe he's also in Black Order as of now. Yeah. So let's take a look at one more thing. This is a funny one. This is not Emger, but this is part of the doc. I didn't get a chance to post Emger, but I could post a video of this. I posted a video of this in Streamable event evidence. So basically here, in this video right here, if you guys take a look, I guess like a few. Can you guys still hear me? Am I good? Can you guys see this? Just let me know if you can't see this. Basically, in this video here, MagicMark is saying like panicking. So this is a few hours after Volcandon put an announcement saying that I'm doing an exposing. I guess news spread that it might have been about MagicMark, and MagicMark started panicking. And then he messaged me. So this is a real MagicMark here. He messaged me and he tried calling me. He said, "Call me back." I should have said no. Like I guess he's referring to something. He says, "Anyways, don't let it cross over to Africa. That'll be a big mistake. I'm fine about me." So MagicMark here is saying that he's fine about being exposed. Okay, like he realized what he's doing is wrong, and he says here he's fine. He's not even like denying it. About like or being defensive about being exposed potentially. He's just saying he's fine about it being about him because he knows he's in the wrong here, and clearly with all the evidence I literally showed, you have to be really stupid to think that he does an RMT. Like people always knew about it, but for now we have a full document, like 20 pages of screenshots and videos of him admitting, him saying himself, I RMT. You know what I'm saying? Like, So yeah, he panics. He messages. He says, "Don't let it cross over Africa. That would be a big mistake. I'm fine by me." Okay, like that's the main thing. And yeah, this is all included in the document. Another thing I found really funny was recently. I'll put this on Imgur as well, but recently on November 12th, 2022, MagicMark paid Emir Shiro. For those who don't know, that's Shiro, the old leader of Black Order, the Russian guy that led Black Order. 1 billion silver, attained potentially through RMT. So SBI, if you take a look at this, like you need to look into this transaction here, and as you can see, this 1 billion silver. So yeah, like and as I mentioned earlier, MagicMark is buying silver for cheap. Like he's so the silver is like most likely illegitimate, right? So yeah, and basically this is a screenshot of Shiro posting this Russian Discord that he got paid by MagicMark. Okay, and just to sum it up, like how do you guys report these players for RMT? So SBI posted these instructions on Reddit. Recently on Reddit, there was a lot of like RMT allegations going around, and I guess like SBI has a lot of pressure on them now to really, take action on RMTers. And so this is a really good time for this as well, because what you guys can do is you can contact the support at albiononline.com with this document, as well as any other evidence that you have, and really ask them to take action, because this will ruin the game, right? Like people should be playing this game to have fun, not to make a real life profit. You know what I'm saying? Like this changed the whole dynamic. If you could pay to win and buy a season, the whole reason the season rankings are so messed up is people can just buy silver illegally, pay for merc teams, call it a day, right? Like it's not the same as it was before when you actually had to work for your rankings. You actually had to put in the work, made trade. You actually had to GVG, get a good GVG team like by yourself, not just buying people. And I feel like to make seasons competitive again, people like this need to go from the game. But yeah, that basically sums it up. Let me see if I missed something. So yeah, I'll make this doc public now, so anyone with the link can take a look at it. So let's go through and link that down in the event evidence. And yeah, that's it. So get exposed. I linked the doc in the thing, so you guys can take a look as well. I'll make sure it only can view. Okay. You guys can open the mic for everyone.
Common Biomen, I guess.
Also, one more thing. I just got information that this girl right here, this player right here, is Africa's real life girlfriend. I just got information about that in my Discord PM. So the person that's running the crafting as well is directly related to Africa. So yeah.
Family business.
And yeah. So what do you guys think? Pretty solid evidence. Or what?
If people rejoin, they got perms to talk, by the way.
I think you should give some DNA samples.
You should get some DNA sample. Tomash, at this point, I think I need to. If people don't believe this shit, we gotta get the DNA samples somehow. We gotta fly to Brazil. But yeah, like, what do you guys think? Is there any like last term Black Order players here? Like, what do you guys?
It's not as exciting as the 10k euro miracle SBI pulled off, but
yeah. But yeah, like this is clear. Like if he doesn't get banned after this, I'll be really surprised, because he already got a warning, as he mentioned in his thing. And yeah, so this is basically the. Hopefully,
I wonder if he's gonna get a DM like, "Yo, this really annoying guy keeps reporting you, Mark."
I think BO is not in round table since Shiro days, though. I don't think it's a MagicMark thing. I'm pretty sure BO wasn't in round table since MagicMark days. No, since Shiro days.
Shiro.
Yeah, but no, I think Shiro did something in roundtable that got him specifically banned, but the guild leader shifted to MagicMark. Like I think season 15, season 16.
Like in normal circumstances, if like since Shiro left BO and MagicMark's the GM now, he could request, but
yeah, pretty sure he needs to request.
Like there's no chance. There's no chance Mark would not be like, "Yo, SBI, let me in," you know.
Yeah, for sure. Like knowing MagicMark, like he wants to make a change, and he said in there that he got banned from the NDA. I'm not like he didn't specifically say the roundtable, but I just assumed by looking at the fact that he's not on the roundtable, it's something had to do with that as well. Like the timeline adds up.
In the recording you posted when Syndic was going through the common service, there was NDA in there, so
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So basically, if he asks for roundtable access, he get it.
You're in NDA.
No. MagicMark's not an NDA. He's not an NDA. He got kicked out of it.
He should be. He was literally there like last week.
He said in the screenshot he said he got kicked off, and maybe he got added back. He said SBI found out he was RMT and he got kicked out of it in the screenshot. So I'm not sure if yeah.
So Domknit, when Africa's homeless, are you taking him in, or like how's this gonna work?
I don't know, bro. I mean, that whole thing is people shouldn't be making I understand he streams and stuff, but people shouldn't be making silver and turning that into real life money. That's not how.
Okay, but so what if he's homeless?
What do you want me to do?
What if he's homeless?
I'm just asking.
Just one more.
Just one more. Jesus Christ. I mean, bro, that's up to him. There's many other occupations.
If he's homeless or not?
No, I mean, yeah, right. It's if you can find a job, a normal job. I mean, that's up to him. That's not anything involved with Albion or me.
But his normal job would be 1/5 of the wage he's making playing Albion, Domknit.
Well,
actually destroying family. His fucking girlfriend's gonna dump him because she's gonna lose the job as well. Nice one.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Actually, wait. Let me include it in this doc for SBI to also investigate. I can see me.
Can become a homeless as well.
Bro, homeless crew opens up IRL as well.
Comment on the W. This what it is.
Putting the homeless crew. Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Okay, that wasn't my intention, obviously, but all my job here is to just expose the RMT going on, and for a long time I guess.
And you launch on surf.
How convenient is it for Syndic to release these screenshots now, right?
I mean, this is pretty recent though. Yeah,
have nothing to do with the beef that's happening in Draw right now.
Domknit just logged on Syndic's.
Wait, Domknit, is this the second war you've won with SBI helping you?
Oh wait, it's not my war. I'm not.
It's not. Yeah, Domknit is just the messenger.
That's the first one that Syndic won with that.
Also, if you don't know, Syndic has a file on everyone, so never give him any info about.
That's not true.
I mean, sure, believe that.
What do you mean a file? What the fuck do you think this is?
MSSJ would know, right?
Yep.
Motherfucker said a file. It's just a video game, big
never
man.
stream my fucking email addresses and shit that I when I was in CAR, with Discord streams. Just in case.
For facts to launch on Surf, and then we get to see what the MSJ is really about.
Alright, let's go, boys.
That's gonna be like, I didn't know SBI.
Yeah, it's not Syndic. It's not Syndic. I just heard Syndic. Hold on. Wait, is Syndic in here? I just heard someone.
He is here.
Yeah, it was him.
Oh, okay. What's up?
It's probably another Sergey bot.
No.
It's
his Discord. It's his Discord. He's legit here.
Yeah.
Oh, Syndic.
Yeah, I mean, good job, Syndic, for actually exposing this, bringing this to light. I mean, it is also pretty recent though. You saw the screenshot, October 25th, so it's 2 weeks ago. So I mean, it just ended up all working out.
All of this because Syndic attacked the crafting guy. That's crazy.
I mean, to be fair, also, let's go back to that, right? If you think about it, MagicMark said that the hideout was I guess the whole argument between Syndic and MagicMark was about this hideout. But I guess MagicMark really wanted this hideout because I guess his crafting alliance used it. So that's why it's so important to him, right? Because they're obviously there's real life money behind it.
What the fuck?
Check.
Wait, so
Domknit,
can people actually not talk? Everyone should have perms if they rejoin the channel.
I don't know if this was leaked already, but check TT.
Oh, hold on, sorry.
I don't know if this was leaked.
Yo, rejoin the channel now if you wanna talk.
Bro, easy expose, legit.
I don't know if this was leaked already, Domknit, but.
Alright, send it to me. If you guys have anything else that you want me to discuss, just send it to me.
Check TT.
Oh my god, bro, Domknit wins again.
Who's that? But yeah, so basically all this will get posted on YouTube, Reddit, everywhere. And we'll also send this to SBI. But the thing is if you guys want to get rid of this guy, you need to actually send support tickets. SBI will take a look at it, but a lot of people really report it. So you need to get involved in that. If
things are going on, buddy, don't worry.
If Murloc is not banned, MagicMark is not getting banned. Let's put it this way.
That's a different topic. Yeah, we don't discuss divine miracles here.
I mean, MagicMark is going down the same path of BA leadership type shit, right? Harboring RMT, using that reasoning, it should be the exact same situation. Literally exact same situation. And on top of that, he admits himself to RMTing, not just harboring. He himself RMTs. So like clearly, it's a very big scale operation. And the fact that you're leading a guild that's top 10, like within the top 10 rankings, I think are they top 5 or top 7 right now? I haven't checked recently, but like the fact that you're able to get that ranking for buying.
What the fuck? He's not happy. He's not happy. It's Africa now. Africa now. It's Africa now.
Who the fuck is this guy?
That's his lawyer, man.
Holy shit, bro. No, but anyways, yeah. If you're able to get a guild top 5 or top 7, like just buying 7, that's just insane. I mean, I'm pretty sure like MagicMark. I don't know. Obviously, like when they got number 1, for sure, he used real life money to buy mercs. So like a lot of those number 1 pushes were like not legit, right? Like clearly. So, I mean, it's just weird that SBI let this
that's
go.
like saying Sun season pushes are legit, man. It's not the same.
Oh yeah, the Sun thing is a whole different topic. That's another thing. Yeah.
I mean, the last legit season push was like what, maybe Money Guild or Juno something, if you think about it. So yeah, who cares?
What do you mean it was fact killing? It was fact killing spiders 20 minutes before match.
Oh
yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
Actually, I remember that.
That was a true slave contest.
Anyone want to kiss some spiders?
Everyone's
Thank
like,
you, X-Spider.
use spider so fact can get him.
Fahrenhaven chasing me for 5 zones, spamming you'll never get crystal. That
Yo,
was the
boys,
highlight of the season.
Is anyone willing to do like a vote to see how long it takes for Africa to get banned? Africa and Magic. Bro, I'm doing it. Like legit, I'm doing it. I'm gonna start working.
No one asked.
Calm down, no.
Whatever. You fucking suck, bro.
Yeah. Basically, if you want, if you get, again, like I said, if you guys want to get him banned, you need to report and send that this link to the SBS support email, or I think I linked to the bottom. It's like support@albion.com. So
SBA worries more for me calling Daz a faggot instead of banning this.
Hello.
Oh fuck.
Straight back.
Ban the skills. Ban the skills, bro. Ban him.
Are you posting?
I need to ban him now.
Yeah, the Google Docs is in the it's in the event evidence.
Yeah,
channel.
event evidence, guys. Domknit, what is your opinion on that guy making cool posts on Reddit? Kind of like the same formatting as you do.
Like the you mean myself?
No, the Burlaka guy.
Yeah, that was me. No, I was joking. That wasn't me. I don't know who that is. I actually don't know who that is.
Working overtime, yeah. Fuck it.
No, I'm just joking. I don't know who that is, bro. Do you guys know who that is? I actually don't know.
Yeah, what do you think of his content, though?
Who?
I've seen the first doc. I read through the first doc. It was pretty good. Like, I mean, like it's pretty interesting how SBI treats people differently, and that's like the main thing I kind of highlighted on. Like, everyone should get treated equally, right? Like imagine if what MagicMark was doing.
No, they don't.
Well, what if what I'm trying to say is if MagicMark was some like random Chinese fame farmer that bought silver, he would get banned in an instant, right? No warning, nothing. Right? But like MagicMark's buying billions, even more than like some random Chinese fame farmer, billions, and he just gets a warning, like a slap on the wrist. Like it makes zero sense. So yeah, like I just don't agree.
So some people get a warning, yes.
Yeah, like that's completely unfair. So I think everyone should be treated equally. If you're RMT, you should get banned. It's very simple. Like there should be no loopholes. And I think like so Ness in my like so the whole that whole thing that happened there, I don't know too much because I haven't read the second doc, so I can't really comment on it. But like the Murloca thing was pretty interesting because like I've seen a lot of people do the giveaways on streams and they never got in trouble before. But like that was like the first time I actually saw something exposed for it. Because personally I didn't think of it, right? Like I knew this shit like that was happening, but I didn't really think much of it.
No, like Lord Varys got approached. Like Lord Varys was doing sub-only giveaways, and after a few days he got approached by SBI that he should stop or he will get banned for MT.
Yeah,
like,
I remember Sorab as well. Okay. Watching Sorab stream, the same goddamn thing. He did double chance, not even sub only. He did double chance for subs. And like there was I forgot who. I think the old fucking community manager. What's his name? Starts with an M. MY something.
Mr. Reed or whatever.
Yeah, whatever the fuck. I think got on his stream instantly. He's like, "Yo, stop this," or like, "This gonna count as I'm a RMT."
Hello, sir. Do you have a license for this giveaway?
Yep.
Yeah,
I mean, like to be fair though, if your stream is not in English, it's free for all, mate. No one gives a fuck. Like you can do whatever the fuck you want. This guy would literally be fucking pinging on his on fucking aggressors general chat, saying like, "Yo, anyone wants 200 mil silver, guys?" So what is right now?
How do you rate guild meeting in Black Order or Milky Way's guild? Where to ask your GM a question, you need to like donate on the stream, like 50 ruble.
Wait, what? That's
yeah. They streamed like they streamed their guild meeting, and they need to like put a 50 ruble donation to to ask a question. They did that back in the day.
Wait, so Shiro, like pay Shiro, like you gotta pay Shiro.
I mean, it was either Shiro or Milky Way, but it's the same thing.
Milky
in the end,
Way
right?
is another Russian.
Yeah, Milky Way is already banned, like 2 times probably, but
Yeah, I don't know. That's just crazy, bro.
Yeah.
People like, dude. I also like Shiro coming back to collect 1 billion silver is the funniest shit I've seen. Like the dude's milking MagicMark. like you saw a screenshot, right, where he's getting 1 billion. Like that was like a few days ago. But like it's hilarious. Like everyone knows MagicMark just throws money at people and they just go with it, I guess.
And that's why like it's all very calculated investment. Like when he paid the Hellgators, like a fucking.
Wait, he paid. Yeah, wait, didn't he pay? No, he paid like a crazy amount of money for killing mages. I remember it was like he's paying like 10 million for like 2 mages or some shit. Like it was absurd. It was literally absurd. I mean, like the thing is, like you saw in the screenshot, he said he's not really rich. He just buys something USD. The thing in Albion is with USD, the conversion is way different. You could buy a lot more silver than you could buy in gold, right? So what I'm guessing, like he's probably affluent, like pretty rich in real life. But the thing is, like he's still not spending as much money as he would if he had to do it legally through SBI, like through gold. He's able to get billions.
That's obvious, right?
Yeah. So like he's paying maybe like 30% or 25% what it would legally be. So that's the main thing, and he's able to use that to get season ranks, to get all his goals and be the best Hall of Fame, best free to play player in the Hall of Fame.